We Americans, we love our crime documentaries. Making a Murderer, Dahmer, Amanda Knox, Tiger King. Hell, even OJ's a celebrity again. But the same thing is true when it comes to our money. Most Americans Netflix and chill while their bank account gets decapitated. So today we're going over the 10 things that are absolutely killing your wealth and what you can do about it. Let's talk money.
Talk is money. All we talk is money. It's like bees to the honey.
First, if you find value from this video, like and subscribe to the SOSCAST here on Valuetainment, and stick around for number 10, because that's the most expensive item on this list. Now let's get into it. The 10 things that are killing your wealth. Number 1, the top wealth killer is your car. The cost of a car has skyrocketed since the pandemic. The average new car now costs $48,500. That's $10,000 more than it was in 2020 when it was $38,000. Average new car payments have gone up $140 a month. The average car payment was $560. Now it's $725 a month. Used cars. The average used car now costs $31,000. That's an $8,000 increase from the $22,000 back in 2020. Used car payments have also gone up $150 a month. That's going from $400 to now $550 a month. But the car payment is just the beginning. When you add up all the costs of having a car, insurance, finance charges, down payment, tax, tag, title, gas, maintenance, repairs, tires, accessories, upgrades, the total amount to have a car now costs $12,000 a year. That's $1,000 a month. And that's if you're a safe driver. God forbid you get a ticket in an accident, a DUI, your rates will go up. Sprinkle in a little depreciation and your car is leaking more than just oil. Don't let your car drive you to the poorhouse. Number 2, fashion. You know how they say dress to impress, but at what cost? We all know that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. But did you know that during COVID, another billionaire surpassed him in wealth? His name is Bernard Arnault. He's the owner of LVMH, which stands for Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. They own Louis, Fendi, Dior, Celine, Givenchy, Bulgari, Hublot, and Hermes, just to name a few. The list goes on and on and on. As people got their stimmy checks, they didn't stack cash or invest into a Roth IRA. No, they balled out at the mall, increasing LVMH's profit to soaring heights. So what's the point? Stop focusing on looking rich and actually start being rich. Now, I'm not saying you need to pull out Macklemore and pop tags at the thrift store, but don't focus on luxury brands. Find clothes that fit you well and look your best. Most importantly, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin. Number 3, jewelry, that bling bling. You know, they say that a diamond is a girl's best friend, but they also say a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. A common problem for young entrepreneurs is shiny object syndrome. That's where they lose focus on their primary income to chase other revenue streams. Don't catch shiny object feelings when it comes to jewelry. You want to have a nice watch or a gold chain? Cool. But you don't need to be looking like Mr. T out in these streets. A status symbol is not an investment, and it typically depreciates in value. No one has ever gotten laid because of their watch. If they have, the next thing you know, you're back in your hotel room, you're drugged, you're robbed, you're handcuffed to the bed, you're watchless and walletless. Watch out for gold diggers. Number 4, eating out. It's not delivery, it's deduction. We all know how much you pay in rent, but how much do you spend on food? The average American household will spend $9,300 a year on food. That's broken down by $5,700 at home and $3,600 out in restaurants. But the average meal at home only costs $4, where eating out costs $20 a meal, making it 5 times more expensive to eat out or order from apps like DoorDash, Grubhub, or Uber Eats. Here's a little case example. If you eat out for lunch every day, 5 times a week, that's $20 a day, that's $100 a week. That adds up to $5,000 a year. Now, as much as you love that Taco Bell Chalupa Supreme, don't flush your money down the toilet. Literally. Treat yourself on special occasions, learn to cook at home, and bring your lunchbox. The last thing you need is death by chocolate. Number 5, drinking. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but how much is that cheers actually costing you? So there's 3 levels to drinking. Drinking at home, drinking at the bar, or drinking all up in the club. Let's use our friend Tito to show you the math. So a bottle of Tito's vodka retails for $25 at a liquor store. There's about 22 pours per bottle of vodka, so you're paying just over $1 for a drink at home. But at your favorite bar, a Tito's soda lime will cost you about 10 bucks. About 20 bucks in South Beach, but don't get me started on that. Based on 22 pours per bottle, if you drink the whole bottle at a bar, that's $220 and a nice case of beer goggles. Just be careful who you take home and make sure that Tina isn't really Tito. Now, if you want to pop bottles in the club, a bottle of Tito's vodka will cost you about $500 at the club. That breaks down to $23 a drink from your bottle at the club. That's 1,000% markup. So one drink from your bottle in the club is the exact same you'd pay for a bottle at your house. So you know they say you're not paying for the liquor at the club, you're paying for the real estate. Just make sure that your partying doesn't cost you a down payment on your house. Number 6, smoking and vapes. We all know that smoking cigarettes can cost you a lung, but how much does it cost your wallet? So the average pack of cigarettes costs about $8. A pack-a-day smoker, that's $56 a week. That's $235 a month, which basically breaks down to $3 grand a year to smell like an ashtray. Now, I don't see a lot of young people smoking cigarettes, but I do see a lot of young people vaping. A recent study from Cal shows that a smoker will spend $2,000 a year on vaping. So as much as you try to hide it, and I know you do, your bank account is feeling the heat. And to my pothead friends, if you smoke weed every day, like your freaking Snoop Dogg, a regular stoner spends $110 a month, which totals up to $1,300 a year to get high on your own supply. Don't let your money go up in smoke. Number 7, gambling. Remember the cardinal rule: the house always wins. You're feeling lucky? Well, the average person gambling at a casino in Vegas loses $500 per trip. Average addicted gambler loses $115,000 over their lifetime, and 20% of compulsive gamblers file for bankruptcy. But nowadays, you don't have to go to Vegas to lose money betting on the Cowboys. Ever since sports gambling was legalized in 2018, there are now over 20 million sports bettors in America, earning sports books $220 billion in the last 5 years. And if you're trying to hit that jackpot, according to CNBC, the average person spends $86 a month on lottery tickets, scratch-off cards, Powerball, and Mega Millions. That adds up to over $1,000 a year on trying to be an overnight millionaire. But unfortunately, the 1 in 300 million odds are not in your favor. You have better odds of getting struck by lightning, getting eaten by a shark, or playing in the NBA. Hell, you have better odds of transitioning and playing in the WNBA than winning the lottery. Number 8, that screen in front of your face. I'm talking your TV, video games, and your phone. So according to Nielsen, the average American watches TV for almost 4 hours a day. That's 28 hours a week. We watch TV so much that by the time we're 65, we spent 9 years of our life watching TV. Look, I know Seinfeld is funny and all, but is he worth 9 years of your life? What's the deal with that? And there's plenty of options to choose from. You got cable, Netflix, DirecTV, Prime, Hulu, Peacock, Apple TV, Disney, HBO. So for all you TV enthusiasts, a family that subscribes to cable and at least 2 streaming services spends anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000 a year. Video gamers spend on average 7 hours a week on their video game consoles. I'm talking Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. A total of $56 billion was spent on video games in the US last year. That breaks down to $430 per gamer. And now that thing you love more than anything, your phone. According to the BBC, people spent nearly 5 hours a day on their phone. So big picture, that's 1/3 of your waking hours on your phone. So time is money. We all know that. Get out of the house in real life and stop being an NPC. Number 9, shopping. America's favorite pastime used to be baseball. Now it's shopping at the mall. Consumerism, materialism, confessions of a shopaholic, all symptoms of overspending. We've all gone to the store to buy one thing and walked out with 10 bags of items. But then you got online shopping. The average person spends $5,400 a year online. Thanks, Amazon. You got Prime Day, Black Thursday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday. They're just making up holidays for you to spend money. So it's no surprise that credit card debt has recently surpassed $1 trillion. The average credit card debt per person in America is over $5,700. Very similar to how much money we spend online. Correlation? You tell me. Look, it's okay to shop, just don't shop till you drop. Number 10, the one we've all been waiting for. This could possibly be the worst decision of your life, choosing the wrong spouse. The right girl can turn a millionaire into a billionaire, but the wrong girl can turn a millionaire into a brokey, or at least cost you half your shit. The average relationship lasts 2 years and 9 months. The average American spends $120,000 on dating in their lifetime, and that's just dating. When you find the love of your life, get ready to pay the price. The average engagement ring costs over $6,000, and 7% of people spend over 10 grand. The average wedding costs over $30,000 just to throw a party, but make sure you hire a good photographer to capture the moment, because the average marriage in the US only lasts 7.5 years, and the current divorce rate is 50%. Now here's the kicker. According to Forbes, the average cost of divorce costs between $15,000 and $20,000. But the more complicated the divorce, the more expensive. Factor in attorney costs, court costs, splitting up assets, alimony, child support. That can run a tab well over $100,000. Just ask Jeff Bezos. When he got divorced from his ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, he had to pay her $38 billion. She's now one of the richest women in the world. So choose wisely. You might end up brokenhearted, but you don't want to end up broke. So that's it. The 10 things that are absolutely killing your wealth. If you can eliminate one or even a few of these wealth killers, your net worth is guaranteed to increase. Look, at the end of the day, there's only 2 ways to have more money. You can make more or you can spend less. Remember, the name of the game is to actually be wealthy, not just look rich. Save that money.
Talk is money, honey. All we talk is money. All we talk is money. It's like bees to the honey. Honey, money, honey, money, honey. It's the SOSCAST, baby.